What is tuning? Welcome back to another video. This time I'm going to talk about what tuning is. Tuning is one of the newer features that has come to the game along with multiple other patches and gear updates. It consists on upgrading and modifying your car to improve its performance. There are 4 new options, which are offset, stance, transmission, and coils. Now, I'm here to explain to you what each setting does, the best values for this, and how to tune it in the most efficient way possible. So stick until the end. Now, there are 5 main shops where you can access tuning. In New Tokyo, it's nearby the docks. In Otsuki, it's nearby the gas station and dealership. In Classic Tokyo, it's in the docks. Teleport to Dr. Dash and you will see it. In Ichikawa, it's nearby the spawn and in front of the dealership. In T1, it's right beside the body kit shop. Now, the way you can access tuning is by paying a fee. You can reduce this fee by higher manufacturer levels. If you're on the manufacturer level that each setting requires, you will pay less. The total amount for non-discount is 7.5 million. The discounted price is 750,000. Now, out of these 4 main settings, the first one that you access and the cheapest is offset. Offset works for helping stability and changing some handling characteristics. At high speeds, 0.05 is just going to understeer. At low speed, 0.5 minus 0.5 it's also going to understeer. Now, the higher the offset, the more stability the car will have, due to the track width being wider. However, too much offset and your car will understeer. The lower the offset, the more understeer the car will have. Now, the height tuning. The height tuning works for altering your car's or the chassis position relative to the ground. You can either make it higher or make it lower. The lower it is, the more agile and the more responsive the car will be. However, the higher the suspension is, the car will feel more floaty and more understeering, but it's more stable. There is also an end spring currently due to one of HS's features, incline cover. If the car is going up a hill, the chassis MRT uses will increment the power. The higher the car is, or actually, the more squat the car is relative to the ground, a chassis will give it more power because of a multiplier, or actually more torque. If the car is a normal height or slanted, it won't do anything. Now, we also have camber tuning in this update. Camber helps for improving corner grip due to it changing the amount of contact patch. Contact patch is the amount of tire that will touch the road. Some good values are from -1 to -5. Now, the transmission tuning works for changing exactly that, the gear ratios. Now, the way you can alter the gear ratios is by either having higher values, which are shorter gears, or lower values, which are longer gears. Now, don't rely on final drive, rather change each gear by itself and find the one that is. Also, the chart for the gear ratios are fucked. The in-game experience in SPS, a Roblox measurement, the chart is in KMH. Now, dampening tuning works for affecting handling characteristics and how fast the suspension will compress and rebound after absorbing an impact. Now, it also works for handling characteristics. You can alter them via this. Also, you can increase oversteer by having higher values at the front and lower values at the rear, and vice versa if you want understeer. It can also help to improve stability. Now, a good value is from 400 to 800. We also have stiffness tuning. Stiffness tuning works for altering how the car will react to absorbing an impact and the body roll of it. The lower the value, the more soft it is. The higher the value, the more stiff it is. As you can see, in the 2500 there's a lot of body roll, and it is 7500 that is very little. You can also play with this to alter how the car will react to an impact. For example, in a curve, 5 stiffness will send the car flying. In 9500, when it's also stiff, it will maintain itself. 5 stiffness is also broken in a way when you go over bounds. You can also squat the car because stiffness is related to spring height, which means ride height. So you can stance your car with this, and you can also make it so that the car is squat. Alter a few settings and you can get a C1 grip done. Alter a few other settings and you can get yourself a highway, drag or top speed tune in a way. Alter a few more settings and you can get yourself a pretty neat drift tune. Thanks for watching. If you want to see some other videos, here they are.
Holy shit, I got the perfect time. Come on. Yo, Lava, come on, you got this. I'm playing, man.